Hello, hello, hello to my beautiful bunnies who listen. Okay, so this is a comparison of weather versus climate. Okay, so y'all know this is a Venn diagram. I drew it ahead of time. You've got two interlocking circles. The things that are just characteristics of weather will go in this circle. The things that are just characteristics of climate will go here. And the things that are characteristics of both weather and climate will go in the middle. All right, so we're going to start with how they are measured. Okay, so measure is weathered over a short period of time. So let's write that. Measured over a short period of time. Like this might be like a specific day or a week, okay? It's going to just give you, you know, the daily or the like the day-to-day state of the atmosphere, okay? But climate is measured over a long period of time. So measured over a long period of time. So this would be like months, years, decades. So I'm going to write here, this is months, years, decades. Decades is 10 years for those of you who don't know. So weather, if you're talking about weather, you might say, oh, you know, next, Thursday it was cold with a temperature of 32 degrees and, 1 inch of rain. Climate, it would be like, the climate of the tropical zone is hot and rainy, okay? So that would be measured over long periods of time. All right, so let's look at another one. How is it, what is it about the state of an atmosphere that it's telling? So weather tells the day-to-day state of the atmosphere, day-to-day. Day-to-day state of atmosphere. But climate tells the state of the atmosphere over huge, long periods of time. So state of the atmosphere over, let's just do an example, over time. So let's just do an example. So for example, the collected data over 30 years. So this would be like what it is Thursday, what the weather is going to be like Thursday, and this is like the data collected over 30 years. Okay, that is climate. This is just day to day, and this is over years and years. Okay, so weather, you've got a forecaster that tells you the weather. Okay, there's a guy on the TV, Charlie Ironmonger, I think it is. Okay, so there is a weatherman who tells you the forecast. Okay, so this is reported as a forecast. So what that means is there is usually a beautiful man or a beautiful woman in a fancy suit, and they are on the news, and they're called a meteorologist, and they're telling you the weather will be this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, but climate is different. Climate is reported as averages over time. Reported as averages over time. So like you could go to a book called, these would be like in almanacs. They're called almanacs, and they record the weather over, months, years, decades. And you can look it up and you can figure out the average temperature of a place or the average rainfall of a place over, a long extended period of time. Okay. So let's talk about the things that they have in common. Okay. So they both are measuring temperature. Okay. So I'm going to write this here. They both measure this. They both measure, put a little star here, temperature. They both measure temperature. They both measure humidity. Humidity is the amount of moisture in the air. How much water is in the air? They both measure wind direction. From what direction does the wind blow? They both measure wind speed. And this is an important one. They both measure precipitation. How much rain, sleet, snow, or hail? Good gracious, sometimes I can't spell precipitation. Okay, so this is rain, sleet, snow, or hail, the moisture that falls from the sky. Okay, so both of them are measuring these things. It's just that weather is over a short period of time and climate is over a very long period of time. All right, last one is that weather looks at a day or a week. And climate looks at years and, months and years. Looks at months and years. Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to include in this before I let you go. Oh, so I'm going to give you examples. Okay, so if I'm talking about climate, I might say something like this. So this is what I might say. I'm going to put it in quotation marks. So you could say, it is usually cold in February in North Carolina. Okay, so we're not talking about we're not going super specific. This is not a specific day. This is just telling about the overall averages. So then let's do weather. If you're talking about weather, you are talking about a specific day. You're talking about the specific time and a specific place. So let's say this. It is 85 degrees in Miami. We all know Miami is warm. Miami today with 0 inches of precipitation. Okay, so this is a specific place and a specific time. Okay, so these are the difference between the two. All right. All righty. Love you guys. Make sure that you get this down, and then when you get back to school, glue it in your notebook if you didn't already put it in there now. All right. Love you. Bye.